All right, this is going to be the Unit 2 multiple or free response review. Okay, so now this one here should be the easy one. This is the one we're taking tomorrow. All right, so now we're going to go through and actually fill out all the stuff for this. So now, from my reference angle, which is going to be 34 degrees, this side over here would be the opposite, thank you. This side over here is? This side is? Hypotenuse, right? So I'm going to put my little boxes where they go. I've identified everything, so find the height of the building. So the height of the building is going to be where my opposite is, right?
Yeah,
So
oh my God.
I'm going to put the X. Right? So now, what am I going to work with here? Tangent. So that I'm going to use looking for the opposite, and I have adjacent. So that's going to be tangent of is equal to X over
76.
Very good. Multiply both sides by 76. So 76 times tangent. So X, and it said, it doesn't say where to round. So what did you see, 1 decimal point?
51.3.
What are my units? Is it 2 or 3?
3.
A couple people say 3? There's a 6 next to it. Very good. All right, what are my units?
Feet.
Feet. If you don't label units, you're missing a point there. All right, so kind of limited on time here, you guys.
Can you just put it up just a tiny bit?
All right.
Just right.
So, right here, a bird is flying 300 feet above ground level.
Okay, you can put it.
Okay. Bird is flying 300 feet above ground level. So let's go ahead and draw a happy bird here. Okay. So 300 feet above ground level. So, okay, so the angle of depression from the bird to the base of a tree. Okay, now remember, angle of depression is always what? Going down. Very good. So it would be from this way right here, going down. So the angle of depression right there is 25 degrees, 30 minutes. How far horizontally, that means down here, how far from here to here must the bird fly to be directly over the tree? Now, we said something special about this. Those two values right there, the angle of depression, angle of elevation, are the same because it gives me alternate interior angles. So I could make a triangle out of this. So I have a triangle here. So the triangle I'm going to use is going to be this one right here. So I'm going to put in my 25 degrees here, 30 minutes, and I'm trying to find this value here. Okay, because angle of depression and elevation are the same thing. So if that's my reference angle there, this side over here would be the opposite. This side over here is down here. What am I working with here? Okay, just list what we're talking about. We have the opposite, and I'm looking for adjacent.
Tangent.
Tangent, very good. So it's tangent of 25 degrees, 30 minutes is equal to opposite over adjacent. So it's going to be 300 over x. And what did I say? Every time you got to multiply by?
The denominator.
Okay, so if the variable's on this side, I multiply both sides by?
X.
Thank you. X. So it's going to be x times tangent, 25 degrees, 30 minutes is equal to 300. Now, how do I undo that multiplication?
Divide.
I'm dividing both sides by
Tangent of 25 degrees.
Very good. Dividing both sides by that. Tangent, 25 degrees, 30 minutes. So, x equals 300 over tan, 25 degrees, 30 minutes. So, x is going to be about 6 what? You said 618? 628?
Yeah. 0.9. Do we round it? Or?
0.9, fine. It doesn't say where to round. And make sure you label your units. My units here are feet. And
Oh, we only have 3?
yeah, there's only 3 on this one.
Is there only going to be 3 tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're doing the 3-question one tomorrow and the other one on Thursday.
Yep. Okay. All right. Find the value of x and y. Okay. So must be in decimal or radical form. So now for this one right here, okay, I will give you, if you just go through and find your decimals on this, you'll at least get 3 out of the 5 points. If you can give me the exact values, I will give you all 5 points. Okay? So, if you guys remember it, what type of triangle is this? Right triangle. Okay, it's a special right triangle. What's the special?
I have no idea.
You already have the degrees.
Oh, it's a 30-60.
30, 60, 90, right?
Yeah.
If it's 30, 60, 90, the hypotenuse is 10. What's the short side?
Oh, that's radian 2 or radian 3, whatever.
Nope. Short side.
What?
Oh, 10 radian 2.
Nope.
What?
5. Oh my god, I just...
We did a bunch of this,
Yeah.
Mhm.
right? And
The
so y
other
value is
one-
going to be what?
10.
What is it?
10.
No, it's not 10.
It's rad 5. Wait.
No.
5 rad 2.
3 rad 5.
No. No.
It's...
That's 16.
I'll help you out. Okay? So it has to do with this one also.
Rad 5. Is it
Negative
rad
5.
3?
5 rad 3.
Oh, I knew it was.
So
I
if
knew
you were to
I
give me
had it
those
right.
answers right
I
there,
knew one of those had it,
okay? If you were to give me those answers right there, you would be absolutely 100% correct. That's all 5 points. So as long as you're not playing with your phone right now, checking your Instagram or your message feeds, then you might be good for tomorrow, right?
Rad.
Okay, so if there was a 45-45,
Then that's 45. And that's...
okay, so let's call this one 10.
Oh, that's.
Wait, no, that would be 10 rad 2, right? Okay, so this one down here would be,
Rad 2. 10.
Negative 1.
what's this one?
10 rad. Oh yeah, 10.
Do you remember that one?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay, so it's in the notes. Go back over them, please. Now, those are for all the points. Now, let's get some other points instead. So, if this is my reference angle here, this side over here would be the opposite. This side is. Down here is. Okay, so now we would actually use, yeah, some old hippie off of this, right? Now, let's take a look. So, what do I have to work with?
Sine.
I could. Do you want to solve x or y first?
X.
Okay, he said x. So we're gonna solve for x first. So I'm looking for the opposite, and what side do I have? I have the hypotenuse, don't I?
Yes.
So I have hypotenuse, and I am looking for the opposite. So that is going to be sine. So I'm going to have sine of 30 is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. So that's going to be x over 10.
Times 10.
Mister, what is the extra points that this gives us?
This is going to give you 3.
Oh, that's good.
That looks harder than the other one.
get 5.
Because the other one, you have to know the identities with it. If you know the identities, you get full points.
So that one.
I'm trying to tell you, memorize the identity to get those 4 points. Okay, so now what do we get right here? And right now you're asking yourself, why is this 5 different than the other 5? Because on the next one you get a decimal, you get a radical on it. And so that's where I know where it comes from. All right, so now this next one we're solving for the y, so that means I'm using adjacent hypotenuse. So that's going to be
You can use a shorter way.
cosine, right? Cosine of 30 is equal to y over 10 multiplied by 10. 10 times cosine of 30 is equal to y. And so y, what is it? 8.6. Or if you did Pythagorean theorem, you also get the same thing. Okay, so like I said, that's 3 points. I want you guys to memorize the properties of a 30, 60, 90 and the 45, 45, 90.
Okay, that's easy.
Don't forget, like, subscribe.
30.